And so, as we can't read this in the class together, I thought it'd be a good idea to start and finish this book, and then we'll have some questions and some book reviews. This is Leon and the Place Between by Graham Baker Smith. This is set in, let's see if you can tell. It says Magic Show Tonight. It's set inside a circus tent, just like our reading corner in year 1. Okay. These are the 4 characters who go to the show, and then we'll meet some more characters as we go. Okay. Put that light down a little. Oh, sorry, I'm just adjusting. I don't believe in magic, said Tom, as he settled in the grass in the show tent. Around him, the crowd waited impatiently for something to happen. It's not real, hissed Pete. It's only tricks. Little Mo looked disappointed. Shh now, whispered their brother Leon. It will be magic. You have to believe. Look, it's going to begin. The lanterns went out, and in the darkness the crowd fidgeted with excitement. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. At last a soft blue glow lit the stage, and the curtains twitched. Beautiful blue curtains. With a ripple of gold braid, the curtains slowly parted. Bang! 3 jugglers tumbled onto the stage to the pounding beat of a drum. Skittles flew fast and furious, back and forth, up and over. Tambourines rattled loud and louder. Skittles spun high and higher. The jugglers twisted fast and faster. Then bang! The skittles went up, but they didn't come down. Everybody cheered and clapped. The jugglers bowed and bounced away. Once more there was only darkness. Now one dim spotlight found a barrel organ, still and silent on the stage. Everyone held their breath. The handle began to turn, but there was no hand upon it. Note by note, the tinkling song of a carousel started to dance from the pipes. Up jumped a barrel organ monkey, all made of wood and tiny hinges. He beckoned the moon to light the mechanical toys. A red-eyed crocodile snapped at a running boy's heel. A ballerina turned on her pink satin shoe. Painted animals paraded into the ark, and a flying machine lurched through the air, up, up, and over the moon. At last, the barrel organ fell silent. No one stirred. For a moment, the tiny creaks of the mechanical toys cast their own spell. Then they slowed, jerked awkwardly, and were still. The solemn monkey took a stiff bow, and the curtains closed to loud applause. "Now," said Leon, edging forward in the dark. "Now it's going to happen." Outside in the night an owl hooted. With a swish the curtains opened. It's beautiful, shiny, sparkly. cloud of purple smoke filled the stage, and there he was, Abdul Kazam. Sparks flew from his fingertips. Leon could smell the magic. Trust nothing, said Abdul Kazam, but believe everything. He threw his arms into the air and the magic began. Paper flowers blossomed from his sleeves, silk scarves changed colour at a whispered word. Water poured into a hat, turned into night air. Bright white handkerchiefs became fluttering doves. The crowd was amazed. Then Abdul Kazam stepped aside and there was a door into a box. Who will step into the magic? Leon knew it had to be him. He stepped up to the stage and he climbed into the box. There was a gasp from little Mo and the door shut behind him. Can you imagine where he's going? Inside the box was not a box. It was a world of doorways in somewhere else. Leon fell down, 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 until he tumbled onto a carpet. "Hello," said a boy in blue pantalon trousers. "Where am I?" asked Leon. "This is the place between," said the boy. "Between what?" "Between there and back again. This is the place where magic sends you." "Will you show me?" asked Leon. The boy smiled. "Hold on tight." He gave the carpet a tug. With a swoop, off they flew. Everything that disappeared by magic appeared in the place between. Cards and doves fluttered in the lantern light. Coins and rings spun past, flashed and were gone. Ropes, cups and balls danced in the perfumed air. A magician's assistant stepped out of nowhere as another vanished in the blink of an eye. It was a world of astonishment, a world of the unexpected. It was alive with magic. Very exciting book. Beautiful illustrations. The carpet came to rest. "Do you live here?" asked Leon, his eyes huge with wonder. "No," said the boy, "but my father is the great magician. He makes me disappear every night. If I help him, he will teach me magic." Then Leon felt something soft wriggling behind him. A white rabbit climbed gently onto Leon's lap and nestled in his arms. The boy stroked her ears. "She is always here," he said sadly. "She was never called back." Leon hugged the lonely rabbit and gazed around the place between, enchanted and amazed. Suddenly the boy began to float away. "My father is calling," he said. "It's time to go." Leon waved. "Goodbye," he cried. "I'll never forget." Then from far away he heard an echo of his own name. "Leon, come back to us. Leon, return." Leon felt the magic lift him off the ground and back into darkness. What's this through here? Back through the doorway, where his friends were waiting, and here he is with the rabbit. Leon heard a sharp tap. The door of the box opened before him. Leon stepped out with the white rabbit still in his arms. Abdul-Ghazam took a majestic bow. The crowd cheered and clapped. Tom and little Mo clapped loudest of all. "Did you really disappear?" asked Pete as they shuffled out into the night. "Of course he did," said Tom. "See, this is a magic rabbit." He stroked her long, soft ears. "But where did you go?" asked little Mo. Leon smiled. "I went to the place that magic takes you," he said. "Can anyone go there?" asked little Mo with a yawn. Leon lifted her up onto his shoulders. "Yes, anyone, Mo," he said. "Anyone who believes." And there we are, the circus tent in darkness. It's the end of the story. Well, I hope you enjoyed the rest of Leon and the Place Between. It's a really good book. The illustrations are really, really dark. The text, the letters, as we said in school, in class, there's some large letters, capital letters, all mixed up with other letters. That's called font. There's also lots of vocabulary and new words to learn, and we were looking at dictionary and thesaurus over in Lima's class last week, and so any words that you can choose, if you listen to it again, in this book and any book, you can look up in the dictionary to see what they mean, or to try and find a different word with the same meaning of the thesaurus. Wandered, fluttering, blossomed, all those might be new words to you, or you might have your own. Also, we've got the some pieces here. Mrs. Judd sent these out to Lima's class, and I believe Mr. Meacher did too in year 1. And these are questions, or just some questions. You can pick sort of 1 or 2 here and there to ask yourself or to think about after you've read a book, or maybe a little piece in a newspaper while you're not at school. These are the back of our new bookmarks for our circus reading corner, and these can be used with any book. So, how does the story start? What is your favourite part? Who is your favourite character? Who is the story about? How does the book make you feel? Think of a different ending, so you can make your own ending up, and tell a friend about the book. Now that could be done now by a phone call, or maybe you've got a WhatsApp group with some friends. Some of the juniors have, I know. Or you could just tell whoever's in your house about it. And if they're all a little bit busy, you could actually just set your teddies up and maybe talk to them about the book and which part you liked best. I'll try and upload these to the website, but these are the book reviews that I was telling you about. These are for fiction books. There's 3 coming up, and then there is a non-fiction one, so you just put your name, and if you don't have a printer or can't get access to paper and ink at the moment, don't worry, you can just jot those headings down, and then a score out of 5 whether you liked that book or not. And this one here, my favourite part of the story. You can also draw a picture of the part of the story that you like, or a character that you like, or a scene that you like. Maybe just change the scene around, or maybe change the characters' names and make your own story from it. And then this is my favourite character and why, favourite part of the story and why, how does the story make you feel, and how many stars. This is also a non-fiction one, if you read any non-fiction books over this period of time. And you can bring all these back to school, or you could email them to us if you'd like to. And 2 interesting facts that you've learned from your fiction book. Add a new word, because we're all into the vocabulary. Big word, but year 1 all know what that word means. They are magpies, and they are taking words and they are using them in different sentences, so that could be something that you might be able to do. You might want to recreate the title of a new book, and you may want to juggle. I'm not very good at juggling. Whew, I need much more practice. Maybe think about some circus tricks that you could do in the house, or maybe hula hooping in the garden, think up your own. Maybe some role playing with the book and the characters in it. Someone could be the magician and someone could be the little boy that he finds in the place between. And as I said, you can draw the characters using lots and lots of adjectives and describing words to set the scene or the book, and lots of new words that are used in the story can be written down. And you can ask Alexa, even if you have one, what those words mean, or different words for that word. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll try and upload a bit more another day. Okay, happy TGIF.